I don't want to talk in slow mode. I want to talk in normal mode.
You want to talk in Eminem rap god mode?
Dude, I would like stumble over my own words. Long spaghetti.
No, okay. So then you just do your rap style would be more of the mumble rap then. That'd be my rap style.
Just because you talk that way normally, or lifestyle. What, dude? What was that group? Rich Gang. That's who it was. Rich Gang. Lifestyle. Mechanic. No one knows who Placanic is unless you like watch hockey. Does he even play? Did he even play this season?
I think he retired, man.
Placanic? Yeah, he was on Montreal, who beat your Pens today. So,
oh yeah. And where are your Sharks again?
They're on vacation,
playing golf.
Yeah, Vander Kane's playing at Pebble Beach. He was there like a couple days last week. So good for him.
I met Gary Bettman in Pebble Beach.
Did you? That's right.
Well, let's be clear here. Gary Bettman wanted to meet my son, not me.
Well, that's what you get. That's what you get.
It was like, man, that's Gary Bettman right there. I'm loading up the car, and then Courtney comes out. And he goes, "Oh, do you know that guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's the commish of the NHL." And she's like, "Oh, well, he really wanted to meet Porter." I'm like, "What?" So I guess Gary Bettman loved his hair, which makes a lot of sense.
You should have booed Bettman like everybody else does.
Yeah, I thought about it, but he's a really nice guy, actually.
How tall is he? He looks really short.
He's about as short as you think he would be.
Well, I don't know how short I think he would be.
I don't know.
3'2". Does that count?
He's probably like 5'4", maybe 5'5", something like that.
And I am thankful and blessed that I'm over 6 foot.
Everybody's short to me though, so it's kind of hard to tell.
There is a lot of.
We talked about this the other day about the whole everybody's 12, right? Well, everybody's like fucking short, so everybody's 5 foot to me.
All I know is that sometimes when I get drunk, I put my hands on my knees and lean down to other people's level to talk to them, and I know that's like completely patronizing.
Dude, you did that in San Jose one time, and we almost got shot. You're trying to like high five people, and then you're like, "Oh, you're short," so you like bent down to high five.
Well, I didn't want him to be like.
I'm like,
I didn't want to like super high five him, like, like the down low too slow, but up here you can't. I don't even know. Is there a rhyme for that? Too high.
Remember, man. You were trying to high five him, and he told you no, and then you're like, "Come on, man," and he told you no, and you're like, "Okay, I got this," and you kind of crouched down a little bit. I
got this, buddy. I can see why you don't want to do this.
And then two or three of us were like, "Keep moving, Dan. Keep moving."
Oh man.
Do that in downtown San Jose.
I could do that wherever I want.
You can.
I can't really high five anybody anymore though. COVID's a bitch.
Yeah.
Totally took one of my like drunk staples away from me. High five everyone at the bar, or high five everyone at the game, or high five small gangsters.
Yeah, the NHL was the other day. Carolina won their series and everybody's fist bumping.
Yeah. The coaches elbowed, and then like they went through the line, and everyone fist bumped each other.
They're all in the same fucking bubble. It's like, that's stupid.
So it's interesting that they call it a bubble. Like, are they like seriously contained to like this like ET-esque tunnel between like the stadium and the hotel they're staying in, and that's it? Like, is that all?
No, I don't think so. They are like, you can't go outside this hotel, and you have to be within a certain, like, they're all like.
Well, I read an article talking about how like some guys got like suits tailored because there was a place within the hotel, but if it wasn't that, then they wouldn't have been able to like do it,
Yeah. So, but they have to stay within a certain, like, within the hotel with their team and all together. So the other teams don't like intermingle. So if you're playing a different series, you don't like see each other.
You don't. Yeah, you're in your own bubble because there's like 2 different arenas or something like that they're playing in right now.
Yep. It's kind of cool.
So yeah, but the fist bump thing, like to some degree, if you're playing against these dudes for 3 to 5 games, right? Because this first round is 3 best of 5. So
right,
you're bumping into these dudes. You're like close enough for
Spitting on
face-offs. You're, you're sweating on them. You're calling them, fucking hosers or whatever.
They're all wearing shields though. They're all wearing face shields, Dan. So it's sanitary.
No, dude, that's not how that works. So by the time you get to the end of the series and you're like, oh, fist bump because no germs, you've like been sucking on everyone else's air for like the last, however many games to get through it. You'd think at that point it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, and tonight one dude got checked in the boards and he's got blood spraying everywhere, right? So
right.
It's kind of like...
Yeah, I saw that. So it's like, dude... Okay, so the fist bump is for what now? It's for the media coverage. Got it. Never mind the blood and spit and everything else and sweat that's been going on. Like, test everyone that they're not COVID positive walking in, and then and then leave them in the bubble. That way they can shake hands and do whatever. It's everyone's spit.
They're testing them every day, I think.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I think it's a little bit more contained though than like the MLB's doing. Like MLB, what team was it? I maybe mentioned it last week. Marlins?
It's baseball, though. They don't really touch each other anyway.
Right. Well, the Marlins, like 14 people were diagnosed as COVID positive, and they like had to skip series and stay in Philly or some shit like that and couldn't leave.
Yeah. But it's baseball. It's all outdoors. They could wear face masks if they wanted to. They just probably don't.
There's players that actually like carry them around, and like when they get to first base, they like put it on because they're next to the first baseman, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or if they're like in the dugout.
I think baseball is the only social distancing sport there is out there. What other one is?
Outfielder's like, I ain't got fucking nothing to worry about out here. I'm just gonna go out here and do my thing. They like are spreading the bullpens out or spreading the dugouts out and stuff a little bit more. Other players are sitting, in the bleachers or whatever it is. But still,
next to the cutout heads of the fans and stuff.
Yeah. Did you hear about that one like basketball player that like got like a day off or something, and he like goes to the strip club, then like comes back? It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're totally missing the point here.
Yeah.
So
people don't get it. Yeah.
It's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised though. As time goes on, everyone's going to do that. NFL is coming close by too, and there's going to be a thing for that. And I just saw something pop up where like talked about it was either 4 or 7 stadiums confirmed they're not going to have fans for the season, and like how much revenue loss that is, and oh my god, and all that kind of shit. So
it's a big chunk of change. They also allowed all their players to opt out. They had till tomorrow to opt out. Right. I saw that. Yeah. So they're going to pay them if it's for medical reasons, say like asthma or you're at high risk or something like that. You get like $300,000 for the season. But it's backdated, right? It's forward pay, so you don't get paid for this season. You get paid for next season when you play next season. But this season you get $300,000 of the salary that you would get for next season. It's kind of how it is. So they don't get paid for this season, but they get an advance on the next season, right? And does their contract extend for another year because they don't play? Yeah, it's like a gap year basically. So if they had a 4-year term and they're going in their second year, it would still be their second year when they come back next year, and they get 300 of like however many millions they're going to get paid for that next season, right? If they're at high risk. If they aren't at high risk and they're just opting out because they want to opt out, they get 150,000 or something like that for the year. Okay, but it's still in advance, and then their contract still is extended, right? Gotcha. Well, that's interesting. I mean, there's quite a few players that took it up on it. I think the team that did the most was like New England. New England had like 12 players. 12 player? A team had 12 players opt out? Yeah. Do you know who it was? Yeah, let me look it up real quick. I don't think the Niners had anybody opt out. Oh yeah, they did. They had some Benjamin is a wide receiver. He's like I don't think he really is going to play anyway. But 12 players on what is it? They carry 55 players for the season? Something like that? 50, 60 players? 53. That's pretty. That's a good chunk, man. That's a whole. 12 play. That's a whole line. That's a whole, offense or defense or special teams, setup. Yeah, there's some good players on there too that opt out. It's gonna be interesting. Overall, watching sports is already interesting as it is. Like I've been trying to keep up on baseball, and I've been watching the playoffs here, and I don't really give a shit about basketball. So, kind of excited to see what football does. I just want to see
George Kittle will be like the number one tight end again forever because he's amazing.
So you know me with numbers. There's 8. 8.
Oh fuck!
That was close. That's still
there's like 5,000 people over there, dude. There's 3. Holy shit! I forgot. You're worse. You're terrible at that. That's been a while since we've had to do that.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of them.
Patriots have 8. That's by far the most. Most other teams have between 2 and 3. Some have just 1 or none. Like the Steelers are all coming back. Rams are all coming back. So far.
Dozens of us.
Yeah,
Dozens.
Niners just have the Travis Benjamin, his wide receiver. I didn't even know he was on the team, to be honest with you.
Maybe he's getting paid more for not playing than what his league minimum is or some shit.
I think it is like 150.
He's getting the unemployment boost.
Right.
Of the NFL. Oh shit! I only get paid $100,000 a year. You're gonna pay me $150 not to play? I'm good.
Checking out. It was interesting though. I was reading an article about one of the guys from the Chiefs. I think his name was Laurent or something like that, and he, Laurent Devaney Tardif or something like that. He's a guard, and he's also a doctor. I guess he's an MD, and so he's like, I'd rather not spread this around to other people, and I'd rather just go and help people on the front line than play football next season. So he opted out.
Huh. That's cool. I mean, there was I'm terrible with names. So there was a guy that did that to go jump in the military after 9/11.
Tillman?
Is it Hillman?
No, Tillman.
Tillman. That's right, Tillman. Again, terrible with names. Just perfect case in point right there, right? So,
point blank period.
Point blank period. Shit, dude. People still say that?
Yep. Point blank period.
I guess we did. We just said it, right? Point blank period.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
All right.
Out.
Sports segment. Welcome to episode 1T3. We did it. We're here. The unlucky 1T3.
Fucking 13, dude.
1T3. I'm owning it. We're 1T2 minutes into this, and we're on episode 1T3. I am owning it. You said I'm not allowed to use those numbers anymore?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said it's you. You said you can't say 12 or 13 anymore. You have to say 1T. You have to say your stupid numbers.
Yeah. So say your stupid numbers.
So it is episode 1T3. Welcome.
Hey Dan, how's my new mic sound?
Your new mic sounds
a lot of pop.
No, I don't. It sounds actually really good. I didn't really ever hear pop during our conversations.
Just Triscuit eating?
I definitely would hear it in post-production.
Insert Triscuit eating clip here.
I'll rip it. I'll rip it and put it back in. But no, it's good. I'm glad you got a new mic, and welcome to the club.
Yeah, I'm double pop filtering apparently.
Do you feel you double pop filtering? So you have a pop filter over the mic already, and then you have an external one that's like a circle right in front of it.
Yeah, I mean I could triple pop filter because I had one that came with the kit, the scissor arm kit, and then I had one that came with.
It's called a boom.
No, it's a scissor arm.
Mic boom.
Mic scissor arm. That's what the description on Amazon was.
Mic boom.
Sure.
It's a boom.
You're a boom.
Boom. Point blank period. Boom.
Hold on, I'm gonna see what Amazon called it. We're gonna validate. We're gonna point blank validate.
Point blank credited.
Microphone stand.
Okay. It's a stand, but it's a boom.
Suspension, boom, scissor, arm stands. So we're both right.
It's just got everything on it. Suspension, boom, hanging. And then you also got one of the shock absorbers, right? So those are good too.
Yeah, so I got the shock thingy. I got the microphone condom. It also came with a pop filter, and then I got another pop filter here too. So
man, you could just go into the shower right now and bust out a rap like E40 does.
In the shower?
Yeah, I think he did it. I think he did that, right? He did some songs in the shower. The gold microphone. I swear I've seen that on some documentary. Jesus Christ had dreads, so shake 'em.
Him and that rapper Shine, they did it from prison.
Shine did that shit through a phone, a pay phone. Yeah.
He's out of prison now.
What's he doing now? Is he just kind of did he change his name to Gloomy now, or is he still Shine?
He got extradited. That's the word, right?
Where someone signed off that he can be released?
No, he got
That's a pardon.
not. Yeah, it's a pardon. No, extradited. So he like his dad had dual citizenship to an extent in Belize, I think it was.
So they like
deported him
they pulled him
Belize.
out to Belize. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then yeah, that would be extradited.
For some reason, I kept saying expedited in my head. I'm like, that's not the word. So I had to like think about it there for a second. I'm like, no, it's not the word. That ever happened to you where you're like, fuck, dude, this isn't the word?
Yeah,
I'm not going to say expedited because then I sound like an idiot.
Yeah, I do it all the time. You're fucking stupid. Oh, I mean, shit. That's probably not the path we'd want to take. That's what I meant to say. Per my last email. That's always a good one too. Did you fucking read what I wrote in the last one? Like that's what it should say.
Yeah, he got expedited.
Got
Expedited out of the country.
He expeditiously expedited. The fucking Amazon Primed out of prison. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Yeah.
2-day delivery.
Next day air.
Now I don't even know what the word was again because you got me stuck on expedited. What was it? Extradited?
Yeah.
Okay. I so lost it there. Oh, man.
Well, apparently he's running for the Belize House of Representatives. That's cool.
Wow. Good for him.
It's a good story of a little, like, he's not very, like, popular rapper, right? Because when he started to make his come up in the rap, he had to basically not say anything and not get shot by P. Diddy.
What did he go to jail for?
There was I think it was a shooting. I'd have to go back and look up the details, but I think there was a shooting in a club. And
Was he part of that? The shooting? Yeah, okay. I remember that now.
Yeah, and somebody like ended up getting shot, and you know the P. Diddy was involved, and Shine got a lot of credit because he didn't say anything, and they sent him to prison anyway. He spent like 20 years.
Snitches get stitches. Point blank. Period.
He got a lot of respect because he didn't snitch.
That's what I'm saying. Snitches get stitches, and non-snitches get extradited.
But
point
they
blank.
extradited
Period.
him to Belize. Now I guess he's running for the Belize House of Representatives.
I don't know. Would I want to go to Belize? That sounds like a place I want to go. Well, if you had to choose, like, pick, like, I don't know, let's say top 3 countries you'd like to visit, what would they be?
Like today or?
No, tomorrow. We'll stop the podcast and you can let me know tomorrow and we'll No, yeah, today. Like,
so places to go, countries.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you're like a big vacationer traveler in the first place. Why don't I know this? But if you had to go to places, countries today that you want to go see and visit, what would they be?
Probably want to go to Germany.
Germany, okay.
Yeah. And Australia or New Zealand.
Okay.
And probably somewhere up in the Nordic region.
So like Iceland or a Greenland? Norway?
Probably like a Norway or a Sweden.
Sweden.
Probably more Norway though. Go see the lights and stuff.
The Northern Lights?
Yeah.
I think you can also see that in like Iceland. I'm pretty sure.
In that whole region you can pretty much see it.
Yeah.
From my understanding. But yeah. I think it'd be cool to like, go skate at an outdoor rink and then go dog sledding. That'd be kind of a cool thing to do.
Well, I mean, you could do like that's like Alaska a little bit more in Canada.
Yeah, but you said I had to leave the country.
Well, you would the moment you leave the border of the U.S.
Yeah.
So Canada, you could go there.
Right.
That'd be out of the country.
But I've already been to Canada, so.
Huh.
I didn't know if there was a rule on like, hey, you got to go to a new country. So.
No. You just, what countries would you like to go to visit, either that you have been or haven't been? I mean, the only countries.
Have you ever been out of the country?
I've been to Canada and Mexico. That's the extent of it.
Tijuana and Vancouver?
I've been to no, I've been to I've been down like the Rosarito, like that side. So it's a little bit farther. It's a couple miles more down than Tijuana. So like Baja California side, I've been there, but I definitely want to go like East Coast side, like Gulf side of Mexico. I've
been to Cabo.
I have not been to Cabo. So yeah, I want to do like one of those kind of things where it's like one of those all inclusive. Just never leave the pool and drink my ass off type things. That'd be fun.
We left the pool in Cabo. It was fun times. This was for a bachelor party.
Yeah, didn't you like concuss someone from 3 stories up with a beer bottle?
Yeah, allegedly.
Don't be a snitch.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
There's no proof. There's no proof that it was
that you
me,
concussed her. That's true.
or that I hit her.
Oh. There's probably some good evidence that you hit her.
No.
But
I don't think anybody else saw it.
But cameras, phones, and that kind of shit weren't like
That's not in
the
Cabo.
the bee's knees, that day.
Not back then, no.
So like,
I think I still had a flip phone.
Yeah. So no evidence. It never happened.
Right.
Allegedly, Ray
But the
elbowed
legend
off
has
a
it.
beer.
The legend has it that I was on a through story of a club, and there was a beer that I put down, and then on like a ledge.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends bumped the beer, and then I watched it kind of in slow-mo in my mind kind of fall over the side of the ledge there onto the dance floor below. But before I hit the dance floor below, I kind of backed up so no one would see me looking. Smart play on my side.
Right.
And then I heard the DJ being like, he was saying something in Spanish, and he's basically talking about like, clean it up. Then you clean up their glass. There's I understood there's, limpia. So I was like, oh, he's talking about cleaning. And I look over, and there's glass on the floor, and some girls holding her head.
She said, this puta gallina en la cabeza, limpia.
And I'm like, So I turned to one of my friends who was over in Afghanistan and all that stuff. I'm like, hey man, I think we need to go. So we hung out for half a second more, and then we took off.
You never saw her again.
No, I think she was a local, so I never saw her again. There was another girl though that was on our flight there and back, and she was with some like dude that was way in the friend zone, and he was like helping her drunkenly get out of that club too while we're walking out. her whole like top came down and all this other stuff. And then when we flew back, it was funny because I ended up switching seats with some girl because she wanted to sit next to her friend or something like that. And so I ended up sitting next to that girl and her mom.
Nice. Making friends.
And I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
Do you remember that one time we were at the bar and that chick that was super trashed fell off the bar stool, like, and just like her dress like completely rolled up and was just laying there on the ground on her back like a dead turtle, like spread eagle? Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember this.
It was at FLB.
Oh yeah.
She just like was trying to like she's trying to hit on the dude, right? And then she's like fucking slips off the bar stool and just like swoop, and then she's wearing this like tight, like mini skirt, and it just like pulls up past her hips, and she's just laying there. We're like, holy shit, what is she doing? Oh my god, dude. Just
vagina there.
Just straight.
Lapes a clapping.
Oysters and clams galore coming on in. People hunting for pearls down there.
Yeah, I think I've only been there a couple times.
Yeah, I don't frequent that place, that's for sure.
Right.
But yeah, all right. So Mexico, it's kind of a given, but yeah, I've been there. But I think the three that I really want to go to. Well, okay, so for like the longest time, I didn't want to go to Europe. I was like, whatever. Everyone goes to Europe. I want to go somewhere like crazy. But then I started looking at it, and it's like, fuck, you could die at a lot of these places. Like, oh yeah, go to Brazil, kidnapped. Like, oh, go to Australia, box jellyfish death. Like, oh,
box
go
jellyfish death.
Like, oh, Africa, like, kidnapped again. Like
AIDS.
Oh, South Africa, that might be a little bit better. Sharks. Like, there's just not like a thing where where I think I want to go. Oh, Antarctica, frozen death. Like, I mean, but I think I want to go to Japan. I think Japan would be cool. And then now I'm definitely like leaning more towards Europe again because I feel like I'm not gonna die as easily. And then I kind of am digging with you.
Don't go to like Kazakhstan or anything.
I said Europe, not like the Middle East. Kazakhstan. I don't think that's a country. I do want to go to like Greece and Italy.
Kazakhstan is too a country.
Spain, Greece, and Italy. Those would be like the Mediterranean like run. That's where I would want to like go to Europe more than not.
You probably get like I think Greece is like a third world country now, is it not? Is economy collapsed and everything?
I don't know. All I know is they got these hotels that like are in a cliff, and the cliff oversees this cove, and each hotel room's got a pool that like you swim out of onto like a pool balcony. It's like the pool's part of the room, And you like go from like your hotel room and you swim out this door, and then your balcony is basically like a pool that overlooks this cove. And I think there's places in Mexico that do the same kind of thing, but the one I'm specifically like thinking of is in Greece. So I'm like, I want to go do that. Just want to go hang out in a pool balcony.
By the way, there is a country called Kazakhstan.
I probably
It's southeast of Kazakhstan, right next to Uzbekistan.
It's one of the stands
above Afghanistan.
There you go. We got the four corners of the Kastans
next to China.
China. No interest in going to China.
I just want to point this out there that I knew that the country Kazakhstan existed, and you were the geography major.
Yeah, more like physical geography. I never was good at like the.
Oh, now we're gonna classify it, huh?
Yeah, there's a difference. I never was good at like the whatever. Just I forget just geography. You know, like locations of countries and stuff. I get like the general area where they're at based upon their name, but I couldn't tell you. Like if you're like, hey, name all these countries and give me like a blank map, I'd be like, fuck, I don't know. Like I know most of them, but not all of them. Like Kazakhstan, I would fuck all that up. No idea.
Yeah, it's a buffer country. You'd be all right.
Yeah, if I studied it long enough, I would get it. But I barely can point out the ones like in Africa and South America and Europe, let alone Middle East or, you know, buffer countries or any of that kind of stuff. I definitely would want to go to Iceland though too. I don't know why, but I want to go there too.
Iceland sounds cool, but I want to go like Norway or Sweden or Finland because they have these hotels that they're basically like glass ceilings, so that way you can see at night the northern lights and stuff.
Oh, so that's kind of cool.
Dome. It looks like a dome.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can send you a picture of it, but that's it. It's like $800 a night, but it seems worth it.
At least for a night, yeah. You know, do it on the run. Have you seen those ones though that they do like the ice hotels, where they make like all the rooms out of like igloo type things, but it's the same kind of thought where they're like clear ice. Those, have you seen those before?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool too. I don't know, man. I definitely am inclined more to travel. Want to add a couple things more to my bucket list as time goes on here. And go see this stuff, but I had to get I gotta get my passport. I gotta go do that.
I gotta renew mine.
Even though like the U.S. is banned from like every fucking country, you know. Thanks. Fuck, man. Like, how am I supposed to do that? Oh, and Fiji. Yeah, I want to go to Fiji. I want to like stay in one of those bungalows that's like in the ocean.
I'd like to go to like a rugby match. That'd be pretty cool.
Would you say you're more like if you're going to pick a vacation spot, would you say, I mean, countries aside, would you say you're more of like a tropical type person or more of like a mountainy type person or more of like a cityscape, like urban historic type person? Like what would you say like your ideal like vacation spot would be?
It doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. No, all of it's got kind of pluses and minuses. Probably more mountain, snow. Yeah, I'd rather be colder than hotter and humid. That's me.
I'm all about like the beach tropical thing. I could do that all day long, man.
Yeah.
Put my feet in the sand, listen to the ocean.
I used to get sunburn all the time though. But tropical's cool though. Hawaii's fun.
They make sunscreen. It's a thing. Hawaii's great. Love Hawaii. And I don't need my passport for that one. But that shit is like closed as a motherfucker for like the rest of the year. So good luck with that.
Most places are. I don't think a lot of people are traveling right now.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of a buzzkill. I mean, you can go to Florida, I guess. They're like letting everybody in. So,
including a hurricane.
Is that still going on? Hurricane?
No, I talked to somebody I know out there, and they said it kind of missed them. Hit the Carolinas.
Yeah, that was like a week ago or so, right? Big old hoop, huff and puff about a hurricane.
Yeah, it's just they got the tail end of like the rain and all that stuff. So
that's one place I wouldn't want to live that has seasons for natural disasters.
Like Kansas?
Yeah, like, hey, it's tornado season. Fuck.
We have wildfire season.
I don't know if that's natural disaster, though.
A wildfire is a natural disaster.
Not if it's fucking provoked by someone being stupid.
But it's not always that way.
I mean, a handful of them are. Like the last 2 years, we blamed PG&E for their fucking shitty infrastructure that burned down half of California.
Yeah, because we wanted to blame somebody.
Right. So that's not natural. PG&E, just because it's PG&E, like in natural gas and energy, like that's not it.
Yeah, but it happens. Shit lights up.
It does. Yeah, and I guess the perception that people have that like it like scorches the earth, like the state of California is just ash and fire all the time. I mean, I guess it's
for a period of time we almost like not the whole
kind of
state,
was,
obviously, but it kind of was like you look at a map and there's fires everywhere.
That was that 2 years ago, or was like everything got fucking burnt.
Yeah.
It had to have been 2 years ago. It wasn't last year.
Had some good rains after that though.
Yeah. It's a perfect. It's evidence to show that like the Earth's a perfect system. They're like, ooh, I got an ouchie. Spit on it, and then rain spit all over it.
Yep.
Yeah. So like, I never would want to live in like tornado season, hurricane season, monsoon season. Monsoon might not be too terrible. It's just a lot of rain. Tsunami season, baboon mating season.
What about like blizzard season?
Blizzard season? I think snow is manageable. Snow is a little bit more manageable to me. You just gotta like know how to hunker in. Like, fuck, I hope we got all our like supplies for the next month, because it's gonna be a bitch to get out of here.
Don't worry, I got it all set up. I got all the tuna right here.
All the tuna. That's it. You just got fucking walls and walls of tuna.
Got the big cans.
What would yeah, that's I was thinking like, what would be if I wanted to make like a reserves, like say shit went crazy and you had
what's going to be in your underground
what's going to be in my bunker.
Yeah,
what's going to be in my underground bunker? I don't know. I feel like MREs would be a good choice. Porn. I'm just going to print each slide by slide, and I'm going to use this porn as like a flip book.
No, dude, you're going to get one of those old school projectors. Throw a candle on that bitch. Be all right.
I know someone that's got like a bug out bag that's like got like cash and a gun and like survival things in it, just in case shit hits the fan, dude. Bug out bag gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's common to have bug out bag or an emergency bag. A go bag.
I don't have a go bag. Should I have a go bag? Fuck, if there's a zombie apocalypse, I'm definitely dying first.
Yeah, it's not a zombie apocalypse, but if you need to evacuate, you want to be able to like, hey, this is what I need to take.
Still probably dying first.
So, I mean, it's a little less prevalent now because things are so electronic. So, money-wise, you can usually go get that stuff and all that.
What do you think we'd be evacuated for? I mean, in our area.
Fires.
Earthquake. Yeah, earthquakes don't happen that often. I wonder.
Beirut.
Fertilizer bombs. Dude. I don't even want to.
That was crazy.
I don't even know enough about it. I just know it happened. I don't know why or who or how or any of that kind of stuff. I haven't been paying attention to that.
Well, go on Reddit and scroll down 3 scrolls, and you'll get the story. Somebody something happened and fertilizer caught on fire and kaboom, dude.
So crazy. Was it intentional or was it like an accident?
I didn't get that far into it. I think right now everything says it's an accident, but don't quote me on that because I didn't really read through all the articles. I just saw a lot of the videos and those types of things.
All I saw was an article talking about how Trump said it was an attack, and then a comment saying like he probably shouldn't have said that. And then that's about as far as I got. I was like, oh, is it not supposed to be an attack, or was it an accident? Too busy working.
Yeah, I think I don't know if they know yet if it was an attack or an accident or something like that. But there was like 600 tons of fertilizer in that area.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you could get evacuated with that. I don't know. Maybe I should think about that more. Especially like after the year we've been having. Fuck, we're like, got what? September, October, November, December. 4 more months to go, baby. Here we go. Like 5 if you count the rest of August here. And then what? And everyone's going to think like 2021 is going to just wipe the slate clean. What do you think? You think we're going to like everything's going to go back to normal and it's like we come out of hibernation and we rub our eyes and see our shadows and everything's back to normal?
No, we got a long way, man. Longer than people realize. I was looking some stuff up about back when polio was prevalent and how that got it, vaccines came out and how long it took for when the vaccine came out to when everybody was kind of herd immunity type thought.
Sure.
And the shitty part was like everybody kind of trusted the government back then. So when they said like, hey, hop in your cars and hop in line here and let's vaccinate you, people did it. Where now you have a whole anti-vaxxer movement and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And some things were crazy. Like in the polio vaccine, I think there was like a production of it that actually had the live virus in it. So it ended up infecting people. But it still took them, I think, 2 or 3 years to roll that out fully to get that to a spot where, yeah, we don't have to really worry about polio anymore after the vaccine was created. So you think something like this, you're still looking at a while before.
Well, I think we might be more efficient than 2 or 3 years. I mean, production and that kind of stuff is much more efficient. But they're thinking like, hey, we can get one of the vaccines is supposed to be coming out here as early as possible, even October. They're thinking they could probably have about 50 million productions by the end of the year if they go out in October. But they don't know like if they're going to need multiple injections and all that stuff. And then even the vaccines right now, the acceptable rate for the vaccines are producing antibodies within 50% of people that well, the flu shot always wasn't as like effective like as a rate. You know what I mean? Like that always was the case. So yeah, you're going to potentially have a flu shot that you're going to give somebody and it's not going to work.
Yeah, but in order to get 50 million people vaccinated, right? Isn't there like 350 million people in the United States?
Yeah, it's close to that, yeah.
You're not even close to the 2/3 marker. Plus, people are going to have to want to be vaccinated, right? You're going to have a lot of people that don't want to be vaccinated.
Sure.
They're all worried about the whole chip thing and all this other stuff. So
yeah,
it's going to be a while. It's going to be longer than people think.
But you mentioned something there a little bit too with like the herd immunity piece. So that's going to help with some of that already. Not that people aren't like getting reintroduced to the, virus and getting sick again, but that herd immunity thought in conjunction with vaccinations and that kind of stuff, not saying it's not going to take a while, but it's going to not be forever. So what
you're drawing the conclusion that, hey, some people that survived it already are going to be somewhat immune.
Yeah.
And then you're going to throw all these vaccines. So say I have, 50 million people that have survived it and then 50 million people get vaccines. Now I'm at 100 million and I have 300 million people in the US. So I have a third of my people essentially vaccinated, quote unquote.
Yeah, covered to some capacity.
Yeah, you're still not there though.
Yeah, but
with the numbers.
My next question would be is, do you think that like people or businesses or things would start kind of loosening up at that point? I mean, they've already tried to loosen things up as it was, and it didn't really work for our state, but as we go backwards again, but started loosening things up without all that stuff in place. So now we have, say we fast forward 2 months or 3 months down the road and we're like, okay, we got all these cool tools now that we can use, like when you were a kid and you can fix your own car that you made with cool tools. And now what? Like, do you think that we start going back to normal? You think large audience type things start happening again? Part of me think like if I know this is not always supposed to be, we don't always talk like this kind of shit, but I think the election is going to play a huge part in this. And then once it's all done, it's going to be like, okay, look at everything's better now. Like,
didn't you hear Trump? He's going to move the election.
Yeah, he's trying that shit. I don't think he's going to work.
Yeah, people can't vote because
don't mail in votes. Don't mail in votes because I'll lose. Let's not even have an election because then I can't lose. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. Well, all right. That was the serious point of our podcast for to this week. COVID 2020 watch update in episode 13. I could say 2020, right? Yeah, I can't say 2020, but I can't say 2011. So I'm glad we're done with those years.
Ooh, you said 11.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about this again.
21.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about this until 21. Yeah, 21.
Yeah, see, it's stupid. Good luck with that.
I'm good on the years. But we're about to come up to October, which is going to be 2001.
2001. until you get to October 10th. 1T01.
2020. That's great.
1T2020.
Yeah. You talk about that's stupid. No, that's great. That's fucking great.
All right, you got one. T, you got 1T.
2020. What day is that? It's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna make that a holiday. October 10th is a Saturday. Perfect. It's gonna be a great day that day. What would we celebrate on 1T2020? I mean, there's a day for everything, right? Like,
yeah. What would you celebrate on 1T2020? I feel like it's got to be like a Dr. Seuss thing, like just the rhyming kind of
Dr.
thing.
Seuss.
Yeah.
Days of the year, fun holidays.
Maybe it can be National Scattergory Day or something.
Well, according to this website, 1T is a handbag day.
Huh.
It was created in 2013.
So you wear out your coach and
go out and get that high-end handbag you've been eyeing the whole year. Is your handbag a place where things get lost? Perhaps today is the time to clean it out and organize it.
Sounds like a treat yourself day.
It's treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
All right. Well, I know there's multiple days for things because, like, October 11th is It's My Party Day, which I guess is going to be Treat Yourself Weekend. And Friday is the Friday before October 9th is Curious Events Day. So, I mean,
that's a great weekend right there.
That is a great Treat Yourself weekend.
Treat yourself.
You can do some exploring, some shopping, and celebrate yourself.
Yeah, what would you do on was it Crazy what?
What? Which day?
The 9th.
Curious Events Day.
Oh, it's like a swinger party or a masquerade or something like that?
It says, no matter what kind of curious events interest you, Curious Events Day is a holiday to spend some time being inquisitive about the world around you. Read or watch documentaries about some of more of the famous curious incidents and events that have happened in the history of humankind. Disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle, sightings of Yeti and Loch Ness Monster, crop circles, UFO sightings in Roswell.
So it's like a study day. So like sit in and fucking get into the depths of Google on some shit.
Or I mean, you can read documentaries about how to be swingers or any other kind of shit. I mean, it's fucking Curious Events Day.
Be curious events. Got
just
it.
Be curious about the things that are going on in the world.
Like what really did happen to Milli Vanilli? How did that all roll out? Yeah.
And then on Monday, after all that fun shit's happened, it's Old Farmer's Day. So you just get right back to the grind. Hickey hit. Like, what?
I was curious. Got myself a new handbag. Went out and treated myself again and celebrated myself on Sunday and get back to work today.
Apparently, according to this website, it's National Cake Decorating Day. So you can definitely
on 1T2020
treat yourself again on 1T20 Day. Oh, there's a good one. This one's got actually multiple days. National Hug a Drummer Day. So that's a good one. That's 1T1.
How are they classifying a drummer? Is like anybody that beats on things or?
Let's see. Behind every song, pop up. Behind every song that stirs your soul, there's a drummer keeping a beat. Whether you listen to pop, rock, jazz, country, hip hop, or soul, it's a drummer who makes all your favorite songs get up and move. That's why every October 10th we celebrate National Hug a Drummer Day, the day for giving these hardworking, talented, and often underappreciated musicians their day in the spotlight. There you go.
So you just make like a cardboard cutout of a drummer and hug him?
Well, I'm going to hug myself that day. I'm a retired drummer.
All right. You're not a professional drummer, though. You're all amateur.
It's okay if you're not movie quality. and also, it's World Mental Health Day. And World Hospice Care Day. Fuck. Oh, October 11th. You see, this is a right along Treat Yourself Day.
October what?
October 1T1. It's Cardi B's birthday.
Oh, there you go. Play some Cardi B and celebrate yourself. There you go.
October 1T1 also is National Coming Out Day. National Kimberly Day. National Sausage Pizza Day. Look at that.
Did you say Kimberly Day?
Yeah, I don't know. It just says National Kimberly Day.
So you're going to come out and rename yourself Kimberly and then eat some sausage?
Yep.
While listening to Cardi B and celebrating yourself.
It's hard to imagine there are website pages solely dedicated in pursuing information on one subject only. Anyone named Kimberly. People discuss how to correctly spell Kimberly with or without the ly, or perhaps just with an I at the end. Yes, they really discuss this. It is the one place that the famous Kims like Kim Novak, Kim Kardashian, and Kim Jong-un can safely share space. If you're a Kimberly or a Kimberly with an I and a heart that dots the I, or just plain old Kim, National Kimberly Day is on October 1T1. It's all about you.
See Kim Jong-un's out there on some forum telling people how to spell his name right.
He's like, that's not how you spell my name. Pissed off. For this day, like South Park has ruined me where I think about Kim Jong-un. I think it's Kim Jong-il actually that they made fun of, but it's still in my brain that Kim Jong-un is the same way. And South Park's Team America, or I'm sorry, Master and Trey Parker's Team America, like has ruined me because I just think about that puppet all the time that I saw Ronri. So Ronri's so sad and so brutal. Yeah.
All right. Here's some curious events day. I read that North Korea has a technically their ruler is still not Kim Jong-un, not Kim Jong-il, but the guy before him.
Is it like another letter of the alphabet? Kim Jong-il?
But he basically said that he's like, he will always be, even if he's dead, he's still the emperor. So technically everybody else is kind of like a fill-in.
God, it sounds like a Trump move if I ever heard one. I'm still the president even though I'm not no more. Okay, buddy. China.
I read it on the Reddit for interesting facts.
I rule in the afterlife. Okay, buddy. So, yeah, dude. 1T 2020 is about to be a bomb-ass weekend. Treat yourself. Just going to listen to Cardi B all weekend and buy handbags. That's all I'm going to do. Hug myself. Amateur style. I might be an amateur drummer, but I'm a professional-ass hugger.
Is there a professional huggers day?
I don't know if that's a thing. But if it's not, then 1T 2020 might be a good day for that. You die? Sanka, you dead?
No, I was trying to look up who the ruler was. So I'm trying to recheck my facts here a little bit.
We need to get a fact-checking junkie that could do this for us on the fly.
Just somebody to sit here.
Yeah, dude.
Ray, you're an idiot. There was only 8, not 12. I said 22.
We can always just go back at the last 5 minutes of the. The closing 5 minutes would be fact check boy, which they have in what is that PTI? They have a fact check boy. Pardon the interruption. We just need one of those. It could just go back, and I don't want to necessarily maybe do it on the fly, but on the end, I want to know, like from a point score ratio, who wins the podcast by having the most accurate comprehensions of the facts that we spit out here randomly, and then we figure out who's the winner or loser based upon how many times we fucked up.
Well, one of our avid listeners can go through and fact check us and send us a message on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah, just tag us on a scoreboard. Home and away, or Ray, Dan and Ray. And just how many points did we get? And actually, and then you have to show your fucking work if you're going to correct us. And Wikipedia doesn't count.
You can handwrite that shit out.
Yeah, and I want that shit in APA format. So
I'm good with Wikipedia.
Are you? As long as it's referenceable. Like if it actually references an article. Like I don't want just someone going, I typed this into Wikipedia and then I copied and pasted it and sent it to you. Yeah, it's got to be a referenced article. I did that shit though in college when it was like, everyone started learning how to use the internet better and doing research. It's like Wikipedia was not allowed. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just go to this comment that has the reference link to the news article that posted this information, and I will use that as my reference. Bitch.
I found a website that will take your URLs and put them in whatever APA, MLA format, whatever you needed.
Shut up.
And then I would, it would do it for you. And then, so what I would do is I'd go on Wikipedia, snipe all those URLs, throw them on that website. It'd spit it out for me. I'd have to fill in 2 things, and then just copy paste that shit in my bibliography and call it good.
Nice. No, I definitely typed that shit out. I know I wasn't that keen, I guess. But I did increase the font size, especially when papers had to be a certain length. I would increase the font size of periods, in my.
You mean when you first started college and you're like, what? I got to write an 8-page paper?
Yeah.
By the time you fucking graduate, you're like, I only get 20 pages.
Yeah. I can only get 5,000 words. What the fuck do you mean only 5,000 words?
Teacher's like, I don't want to read any more of your shit. You only get 5,000 words. That's it.
But yeah, dude, you increase the font size up and just the periods, and then everything else
I
stays
told
the
you
same.
that.
Was it you? That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Loved it.
And then your brother fucked it up because he sent him back in a Word document.
Yeah.
To his teacher.
He did. He's like, the teacher tried to give him like the solid too. Like, I think there's some messing up with your like your margins or your lining or something. It's just like the words look off. And you're like, no, dude, you're supposed to send that shit in a PDF. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like
PDF, they're not going to know about periods in a PDF.
You can't copy and paste that and then put it into Word and act like it's going to work okay. Like, that's not how that works.
No, yeah. So then it's a PDF and you're good to go.
Always sent in PDF. Oh, I use it because the file size is smaller and I can send it faster. And don't want to flood your inbox full of shit, Professor.
Right. Make sure it kept my formatting so we didn't have any, compatibility errors or any of that shit.
I don't know what kind of version of Word you have on your PC. I mean,
right.
I got the Mac version. Maybe you don't. I'm just a PDF. Everyone can open up PDFs. You can open that in Chrome.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Then you don't have to worry about the period size because 16-point period too on your. It'll bump you out like a couple pages if you do it throughout your whole document.
Oh, for sure. It was great.
Just the periods. Just the periods.
Yeah, not even like you're not even doing commas or semicolons or anything else. But if you did commas wrong,
which you can do,
you can. But if your commas wrong, it is completely blatant. Like that shit is like thick. Like it's got that tail hanging out and everything. You're like, oh fuck, I did not mean to do that. Back it off. Back it off a tad.
Dan, I don't know if this is a semicolon or a J. Can you help me out here? First off, Professor, I don't know how to use semicolons. That's obviously a random J there.
I'm obviously not an English major, and I don't know how to use semicolons. Dude, I still don't not sure. Like, man, I'm fucking terrible. I still don't know how to use semicolons. It's like, isn't it supposed to be like if you could end the sentence there, you would use a semicolon, but you continue to go on as if like it was like you could use a comma as well? Isn't that like if you have one independent thought, but then you continue the thought?
I don't know the actual rule. To be honest with you, I actually ask every time I run into somebody that's like, oh, I was an English major or I am an English major. I'd always ask them that question, and I always got a different answer. I'm like, so no one really fucking knows what semicolons are for. Got it.
Yeah.
So
I just
use them, and then no one's gonna correct you because they don't fucking know. just be bold with that shit. Just own it. Yeah, semicolon belongs there. And then someone's like, you can't put a semicolon there. Be like, why not?
And then people are gonna think you're smart. Like, oh fuck, maybe he knows.
Don't fucking know.
Maybe he fucking knows how to use it. Oh shit. Oh, yeah. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Just gonna start using random punctuation.
I've done it a couple times where people are like, oh, the semicolon doesn't need to go there. And I'm like, well, you can use one. And then they're like, oh, can you?
It's just you gotta, like you said, just own it.
Making that shit up.
And you just socially drift into like a a bank. I'm just gonna walk in and act like I know what I'm doing. Like fuck it.
Yeah, might as well, man.
I'm here to collect the money. Okay, sir. You look like you're dressed up as like a Brink security officer.
Yeah,
just walk in and own it.
That's probably half of it. Just show up and pretend like you're supposed to act like you're supposed to be there.
I want to do that
be good more. To go.
I want to do that. I want to crash a wedding and do that. Just act like I'm supposed to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. No one's gonna say anything.
Give us toast or something. Fucking great, dude. That would be so fun. I'm gonna do it. Crash a wedding.
I met Annie and
I'm just gonna like look at
Trevor.
I'm gonna look at the like the sponge or the soap box they gave me with like their names on it, or maybe it's just their initials. I met B and F forever ago.
I met them 2 hours ago at their ceremony. Beautiful ceremony, guys. Beautiful ceremony, guys. And in that whole time I've met them, I know.
This is really what it was meant to be. This is the epitome of what a relationship should be and what it's supposed to last. You want an example here, ladies and gentlemen? Ma, look at your son. Look at your son. I'm his aunt. Yeah, but you raised him like your own. just you gotta own it, man. Now just put your glasses up. Everyone just celebrate these two and welcome them to a holy matrimony and the future that they're going to experience and enjoy together. I love you guys. You're the best. Everyone drinks and cheers and the DJ plays, fucking celebration and, it's that's it.
Play Who Let the Dogs Out.
Fuck.
Hey DJ, play that song that Who Let the Dogs Out. Just fucking walk away into the smoke. machine.
I would carry my own smoke bomb just in case some shit got hazy. Like, oh fuck, they figured it out. Ninja vanish and just like run out and fucking kick over
But you don't really vanish. You're just shuffling out.
I just scurry and like kick over the buffet table with the salad and like full on like slap this drink out of someone's hand on my way out, and just there'll be smoke still. Like there'll still be like a solid smoke bomb event, but you're just gonna see me
take a centerpiece.
Yeah, definitely just gonna see me scampering around like the succulent is mine, and then I just ran and like I brought this.
Slap the top of some girl's titty while you're walking out.
I would also, though, if I was going to crash a party, I'd still be a little classy, and I'd bring a gift. I'd bring what would be a good gift? Not like a gift card, but like a fucking
an IKEA gift card.
Like maybe like a butt plug trainer.
IKEA, like you get like the dish brushes at IKEA. Like $1.
It's like a shitload.
5 of them. Like bring a bag of those.
Tie them into a bouquet so it looks like a flower sticking in a vase, and just be like,
yeah, man. There you go.
So not the butt plug trainers. I shouldn't do those?
No.
Oh.
Or some toilet paper. You can do like a toilet paper type thing.
That would be kind of funny, though, to do some like kinky ass sex toys. Who gave you this? This says Nana on it. I'm not sure if this is really fun. Do we have to write a thank you card to Nana for this? Thanks, Nana, for thinking of us in our intimate lives with this beautiful butt plug trainer set.
We should do that. What you should do is you should like go and see if you can snipe on people's registries on like.
Dude, they're all over the place, right? You could just like
yeah. So you just go in there and plug in some names and see if you find somebody random registry, and then figure out if you can like find their wedding webpage and see where they're going, and then send the gift there on the day of like your LED butt plugs or your
And it'd be in a glitter bomb box.
Right. Whatever it is, right? And then say, hey, from grandma so-and-so, right? And so do some research, maybe some Facebook stalking, and then see if it really like freaks them out. Like, holy shit, my grandmother sent me.
You would never know. Though.
Grandmother sent me a pocket pussy. It's crazy.
On those lonely nights when she said she's tired. Oh, fuck. You ruin relationships right before they even start.
You think someone would go back and validate, though? Like, Grandma, we really appreciate the gift. Because I just wrote a shit ton of thank you notes to people for our wedding gift stuff. We just mailed those out. So if you're listening and you gave me something for our wedding, you'll be getting those soon. But
I gave you surf lessons. How are you thanking me for that one?
Yeah, I got you. I combined your card with somebody else. So it's
great.
for both of you.
Great.
Instead of me doing 2 cards, you both got a card together.
Sweet.
But yeah, I actually went through and wrote out like, oh, thank you for this, and we'll be using that, or hey, we really like this type thing, and named out the gifts, right? So yeah, I'd love to see that thank you note back to Mima about the fluorescent pocket pussy.
I actually would. I would maybe you do 2. Maybe you do one for Nana or whatever, like obscure relative. And then I would do one and sign it the Wedding Crasher. P.S. Here's $100 for the plate and the alcohol that I drank that I probably was added to the tab. Like, like whatever the case may be.
Oh, now you're classy Wedding Crasher.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Then fuck the Nana gift. You're going to do that. Maybe you can do 2 weddings in a year.
Do 2 weddings?
Funny one. Do one Wedding Crasher one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I have both gifts, and depending on the quality of the wedding and how good of a time I have, will determine if I'm going to fuck you over or I'm going to pay for my entertainment. Think about it, dude. $200 a night. Like, if you went out for a nice dinner and like dancing or like to a club or something, you're spending more than a couple $100, right? Like, I mean, easy. Like, you crack a bottle of wine, you're already pumping in the dollars as it is. So if you go to like a nice wedding where there's like good entertainment and you get to people watch like crazy and, get to drink your ass off because they have an open bar, that's worth the $200 to put in their pocket for it, in my opinion. You can't get much better than that.
Yeah.
And then I'd actually like give them like my social media or some kind of way to contact me. So if they wanted to like be my friend later, that'd be pretty cool. This guy, I knew him because he crashed my fucking wedding, and like that would be a good story. He became my best friend. Like, yeah, sweet, And
that's how I met Trisket.
And that's how I met. So, all right. I'm gonna think about this more. I'm gonna formulate a plan. And if you are listening and you have a friend coming up that you want me to crash their wedding, give me their address and registry and date and time, and I'll do it.
Send them a gag gift too.
Or we could send them a gag gift. Yeah, that would be good. If you want to.
Yeah. So if you know somebody getting married and you're like, hey, I can't make the wedding, or even if you can, doesn't matter. You just want to throw them in a gag gift as well.
We'll add it to your package to drop off at the wedding.
Yeah.
God, then I'm gonna like order all these fucking butt plugs, and I'm just gonna get recommendations. Would you like to try this one? Holy shit!
I would.
This one's for me. This isn't for the gag gift. Or yeah, then we're gonna get like super famous, and people are just gonna send us fucking sex toys like crazy.
To send out to other people.
Yeah, they're just like, hey guys, we didn't end up using this. It's perfectly safe and clean. Like, you can have it. I'm just gonna be like, God damn it! Like, our PO box is gonna be full of just like sex toys.
Yeah. But really though, you couldn't return it, right? Like, if you got a sex toy as a wedding gift from me, supposedly Mima, right? But it was really from us, right? You can't just go and return that somewhere.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to put the gift receipt in there, so fuck no, they're not. They're going to have to do something with it.
No, and if you get real clever about it and you like rebox it or something like that, it's not you can return to a website or any of those type of things. So you could they'd be stuck with this, whatever it is. Like, you can't just like, oh, I'm going to give this to Goodwill.
I got this extra lightsaber I don't need anymore.
Yeah, I don't need this anymore. It's fine.
Dude, what if Nana owned it? What if she's like, what if you asked her and she like, honey, I've been married for 50 years, and let me tell you, the best way to keep a love life spicy is with getting a little frisky with your mate, like, just owned it. Maybe she didn't remember that she got it. Like, maybe.
Yeah. she thinks about it. She's like, well, maybe I did get that for him. If that's the case, on Curious Friday, the 9th of October, I want to go and talk to Nana. And know all about her life. Why she's so kosher with, sex toys at weddings.
Yeah. Well, maybe between now and 1T9, we can find somebody who fits the bill here, and then we can interview them for the next podcast.
Oh, dude! Actually, we were invited then uninvited from a wedding.
I was invited and uninvited to a wedding too.
Maybe I can do that one. That might be funny.
Well, let's put some thought to it, and we'll leave it at that. So
yeah, let's
put the feather in the cap here on this one, because Ray's past his night time.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm not even able to make any progress on my Netflix list.
Oh no, man! What are we gonna do? Straight D's.
I finished Club de Cuervos, which is a very good series, by the way.
If you haven't
watched it,
they don't even pay for this. They're not even paying us.
It doesn't matter. It's a good one.
Free promo.
Now I'm in the D's. So
we have been like free promoing like Triscuits, Netflix. What else have we free promoed? Otter Pops.
I think every time we say Triscuit, you should just throw in like a little soundbite of me eating Triscuits.
Just like one bite worth of. I'll try. If I got time tomorrow, I'll try to do it.
Just a little soundbite every time. Triscuit.
Oh, all right. I'll fuck with it. To save that WAV file, just specifically that. I'm gonna have to create a whole new folder of just sound effects of shit and clips, and
you should
do it.
Clips and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Well, the great thing about the editing and stuff is that whole like half second I did, like the half second bite I did. You can make that like 4 minutes of me eating Triscuit.
copy paste. So, yes, I can. All right. Well, we're gonna hit the end here. This is the final chapter and epilogue of this episode of 1T3. Thanks for everybody sticking with it here on this one, and listen to another fantastic, beautiful, delicious episode of Illicit Packets. If you ever want to reach out to us, you can hit us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at IllPac Podcast, our website at illpac.com, or you can send us an email at illpacpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you guys for everything. You guys have been great, and we have been enjoying the feedback and watching the podcast get shared out. A new listener to us, whether it be good or bad, or any feedback we get, whether it be good or bad, is awesome to see. Helps us make a better show, and we love you guys for it. So thank you. Ray, any final thoughts?
No, you hit it all points there, man. So
all right,
look out for free sex toys in the mail.
Peace, love, and hair grease, y'all.